Find yourself sitting in a comfortable position, either feet flat on the floor or sitting on the ground with your legs crossed. Slightly closing your eyes as you tune out the world and you begin to withdraw from everything outside of you. You bring everything to the inside. You can focus on your breath, breathing in through your nose and sending that breath down the body into the ground. Breathing in through the nose and sending that breath with love down the body into the ground. And one more time, breathing in through your nose. And feeling your chest expand to receive the breath. Letting the belly rise to receive the breath. Exhale. Send everything down the body, down the legs, down the spine and into the ground. Letting all of that energy wake up your roots. Those roots that are growing closer and closer to the core of the earth. So your roots attach and you breathe up from there. You breathe all those divine qualities that you're tapping into. Breathe them all the way up. Breathe them up your root system, up your legs, up the base of your spine, all the way up your spine, and radiate out your tree. The energy of unconditional love. Unconditional love is what is used to heal ourselves and others. It is the energy of love, the vibration, the frequency of love that heals everything. So as you move from your tree to the front door of your sacred space and you step inside, and this time when you step inside, you have the energy of love within you. Your eyes see love. Your hands feel love. Your ears hear love. Your voice will speak love. You smell love and you taste love. So we step inside our sacred space. I am love on the first floor. We move up to the second floor. I feel love. And you move up to the third floor. I will embody love. And we move up to the floor, the area of focus today, the fourth floor, fourth space. And on this floor, there are 4 separate chambers, 4 separate rooms. Each room represents something new, something different to explore. In the first space, the first area that we focus on, the first room, as we find ourselves in that space, in the corner is a full-length mirror. And we stand in front of it. And we look at the reflection of the body that we see. And we see it with the eyes of love. We see every part through the eyes of love, and just notice if this is easy for you or if this is challenging. Can you see all parts of yourself, every lump and bump, every scar, every bruise, every gray hair, every wrinkle? Can you see yourself fully and completely as love? Turn around in the mirror. Look at the back, look at the left side, the right side. Look at all parts of you. And when you see yourself through the eyes of love, the criticism becomes laughable, because you are a beautiful divine being and you are exactly how you are meant to be. So love and accept yourself for exactly who you are. So now we move to the next space, the next area of focus. And this room represents the ego. And the ego holds the energy of fear. The ego holds anxiety and worry. The ego holds all of this energy, this negativity, and is just begging us to let it go. The ego is the one that points the finger and makes others wrong. The ego will step in and protect us when we call for it. But when we no longer need that protection, we need to put the ego in the back seat. The ego will keep the truth from us. The ego is connected to the mind, the ignorance, and the darkness that is within us to be revealed. And so as you recognize your egoic voice, you can ask it to take a back seat. And we thank the ego for protecting us, for being with us as long as it has. But it's time to take a back seat because your soul wants to come through. Your soul wants to emerge. And as we leave the space where the ego reveals itself, we move into our beautiful inner child. And in the space where the inner child exists, the first thing that we do is we put our little inner child in our laps. We just hold them in unconditional love and comfort. Hold them with everything that you've got. The inner child is that little voice inside that wants to be heard, that wants to be listened to, that wants to be acknowledged, that took the brunt of all the bumps and bruises. Our inner child is that little person inside of us that has been longing for your love and attention. So now is the time to hold that inner child tight. Tell them that everything is as it should be. And thank your inner child for being there. And promise from this moment on to listen to your inner child, to listen to that inner voice, to listen when it says, not that way, I don't want to do this anymore, let's stop this. And your inner child wants to show you something. And so they walk you up to a window and you can see in, but nobody can see out. And the curtain gets pulled back and your inner child will show you all of those people in your life the inner child does not trust. Who is sucking your energy? Who is not serving you? Who does your inner child not trust? And so you just sit and look in the room. And the back door opens and you invite every person after you thank them. Thank you for being in my life. I truly love the lessons you've shown me, and I lovingly let you walk out of my life. And so one after the other, thank you for being in my life. I love all the lessons you've brought to me, and I lovingly let you walk out. And so you just stay with this process until the room is empty. And if you have to go back, continue to go back until the room is empty. And the inner child wants to show you the next window, and the curtain gets pulled back. And inside this room are your biggest supporters, your biggest fans, your cheerleaders, your divine team that is here to help and support you on your journey. And so these, we say thank you, thank you, thank you for being in my life. Thank you for your continued love and service to my soul. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we just allow your inner child to show you the truth, to be heard, and to listen and take action. And you thank the inner child for being with you, for showing you. And it's time to move on to the fourth chamber, the fourth area of focus on the heart. And this is your soul. This is your spirit. That when all three areas are in perfect unison, your soul begins to become awakened in the energy of love. I love me. I love myself. I love. I love. I love. Yum. 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 You can place your hands on your heart, one on top of the other. As you feel your heart as it is fully opened and awakened, let you breathe with your heart. And as you leave the fourth floor and you move down to the third, the second, the first, and you step outside, and you turn and you look at this beautiful structure you're creating, your sacred house, as it reveals to you every time you step inside something new that it has to offer, to show you, to teach you, to help you remember that you are the energy of love. So as you breathe and you take your breath and you send it down to the earth, down to the core of the earth, and you breathe up the energy of unconditional love all the way up your root system, all the way up the trunk of the tree, and radiate out your branches the energy of unconditional love. I radiate out the energy of unconditional love. Have a magical day.